even animals.
They're not given good food in there.
They're not.
And they're stressed to death.
There's some animals are supposed to live and run free, and not, you know what I mean? But anyway, so this is the statement number one. Is the statement. This is the statements of responsibility. I don't know if you guys can see that from here. Probably not, but. So probably like every time we come out here and do a video, I'm just going to read, statement 1 through, I'll start with statement number 1, and then I'll just read that, and that's it. And then the next show we'll do it until there's actually, how many statements of responsibility are there? Okay, so there's 14 statements of responsibility. Okay, so that's going to take 14 shows. But this is just a little thing. So statement number 1 is freedom and the right to self-determination is natural and lawful, inherent in all living systems, and does not regard any state of mind, condition, or national identification. As such, we form statements of responsibility around these principles. All living systems are free. The value of each living system is unlimited. Each living system is equal in value to all other living systems. All living systems who violate these principles are pardoned upon correction. The human community intervenes in all situations where these principles are violated, regardless of local customs, ethics, or practices. I'm going to go and do number 2 because I just want to, so bear with me. Statement number 2. Humans are eternal in nature and in and of themselves ecosystems. Since every element that exists is living, interconnected, and interactive, ecosystems are defined as communities of elements nested in larger ones, to the universal level and beyond. Every element is vital to the structures supporting it. That is a really heavy statement.
There's some deep stuff there.
And there's some really,
you got to really follow it to see what she's talking about. Concentrate on it.
Okay, I'm done to do number 3 now. Sorry.
It's okay.
Each inhabitant may, by free will choice, join with one or more others to form a couple, family, band, tribe, confederation of tribes, or a nation, each nested within a larger community. Did you get that?
Yeah, a lot different than the way things are set up right now.
Oh yeah, a lot different.
Things aren't set up to let things happen naturally. And it's like the whole way our civilization is structured. It's meant to keep down natural things from happening. The natural way we interact with each other and communicate.
Right.
The natural way that nature and humans have interacted and interconnected forever. They're trying to take that place and this big technological thing and be, the center of things.
Well, my thing is that we've been controlled
for a long time.
For probably thousands of years.
Probably.
Maybe more than that.
Maybe
more than that.
It's quite possible.
And those controlling us are controlled by whoever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who really runs, who thinks they own the human race?
So my thing is that I am a free and living system. I am a free and living system. And since I'm a human being on this planet, I have the spark of life essence. I have God's spark. And he has it too. Because he knows what I'm talking about. And so that's That's why we want to
It's
put
so
these
important.
messages
It's more
out
than
there.
any machine
It's
can
so
ever be.
important.
We're more than any machine can ever be.
That's right.
We really are. We're a special thing, the human
And
soul.
if we realize that we are part of God and God is part of us, then we are God.
Yes.
And I know
We are the clones.
that's a big, I know that's a big statement to say. It's huge.
Created in.
But it is true.
the
We are
words
part
are
of God.
saying
God
created
is
in
part
God's
of us. We
image.
are God. Okay.
Basically, we are, because how does God exist without us?
Exactly.
We are part of it.
Because
That sounds heavy, I know. I mean, I didn't mean to say that, but that came out.
no, it doesn't
seems
sound
true.
heavy.
It seems to click.
I mean, yeah. Well, for
I don't usually say
thousands
things.
of
I've never said
years-
anything like that before.
For thousands of years, you know, they had those gods in the past, Armades and what?
Zeus.
Zeus, God Zeus
Apollo.
and Apollo, and I mean, that was thousands of years ago. You know.
I read
So
all
they've
of
always
those.
been trying to, you know, put in our minds that there is a God, you know. And when I was raised a Baha'i in the Baha'i faith, you know, we were always, Baha'u'llah taught that there is one God and there is only one God, you know. And sometimes I come to the realization where I don't know if there was only one God, because we're all gods. We are. We just don't know it yet.
That's more we don't know than we'll ever know.
Probably.
You know,
Probably.
If those people pretend that they
I
know
mean-
everything, I just like, what? Who are they Who are they kidding?
Right.
They're gonna tell us that they know everything, and they're gonna teach the rest of us, human beings just like us.
Right.
None of us. We're not made that way. We're not
Yeah.
gonna fully ever understand unless we live for 5,000 years or something. And I don't think we're made
Well,
quite
I think
that
that's
powerful.
I think that's what reincarnation is.
Maybe.
Is that you live and then you go through a life or whatever. You before you even come to this planet, I believe you already know what's going to happen in your life, and that you decided before you even came here that, oh, I want to live as a thief. I want to live as a priest in a church. I want to try, because it's all about trying on different bodysuits, and it's all about trying on and gaining knowledge. And gaining knowledge, that's a big thing right there. Because if you're gaining knowledge, you're actually
You're a sponge.
You're a sponge. You're soaking
You never
it up,
wanna
but
stop.
you're always going toward the next level. And that's what it is for us, for human beings on this planet. It's for always going toward the next level so that we can reach our highest.
That's our feeling of accomplishment. And I think,
yeah.
oh, I upgraded this, I upgraded that. The
Right.
next level.
The
I've been
next
doing that with
level.
everything and bringing
Right.
everything up to the
We're
next
always
level.
going to the next
And that's
level.
our satisfaction.
By gaining knowledge and by showing love to people, love and understanding, and,
Making things better.
Right. Yeah.
The closer we get to the perfection we're never going to achieve, we just keep moving
And the
up
closer-
that ladder.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
I'm glad I brought something. to
Hard
this
work will make you
conversation.
think these kind of things.
I've always believed. I've always believed in a God, and since I've always believed in a God, even when I was little, you know, I remember saying I want to be just like Jesus. For one day,
That bird.
I said I want to be just like Jesus, with perfect. For one day, I just want to be just like Jesus. I just want to be free of sin and be good, you know, and be perfect, you know. And I don't think it ever happened in my youth, whatever. But I tried, and that was an accomplishment. That was actually hiring my consciousness And that is the whole point of it, is to higher our consciousness so we can get to the next level.
And you see, we got an audience. That bird was adding to the saying that it liked what we were doing. That is, there's a reason why the birds sing, and why we love it.
I believe there's a reason for everything.
It's more. Why do they sing? They're for us.
They're for us to hear.
They're for us. It's so beautiful.
They're part of nature. They're part of our
reality. And that's why we talk about preserving nature, because that cycle and that natural dynamics cannot be replaced by anything in this money system.
Right.
You know, the whole, greed system. You don't even want to think about it.
And we want that to go away. I want it to be, I can't speak for you, but I can speak it for me. And my plan is that get away from money. We don't need it.
It's not helping.
It's not helping. It's not helping to raise humanity's consciousness.
Makes everything false.
It's actually detracting from it. So we need to go to the flea market and barter and trade. If you have something I want and I have something you want, then let's trade for it. I mean,
they used to call them swap meets years ago.
They used to call them swap meets years ago.
Way back.
And even before that, the Indians used to do it with the English people that come around and.
I forgot to bring my pillow this time. Makes it easier to sit back.
Oh, right.
Remember next time. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Sorry. Anyway. Well, I was thinking about your pillow, and I could get you a pillow from in the house, but it won't be.
Yeah, we're almost.
Okay. I think we're almost done.
Yeah, my stomach is like, I still got to go to town.
You got to eat?
I ate real big before I left. I'll be fine.
Oh.
Yeah. I've got my little
right.
can of pen.
Awesome.
It's
but
okay.
Anyway, it's to raise our consciousness, everybody. That is what I want you to take from this today, is that everything we talk about is to raise humanity's consciousness, and so we can be one. When we are one, then whatever I think, you'll be thinking, and whatever he thinks, I'll be thinking, and that's how it should be. And you take out the money, take out the greed, take out the ego, take out all of that stuff,
ego.
because we don't need it.
God. Ego
we don't need it.
Oh, that's profanity ultimate. Ego.
Yes, ego.
I guess you have to face all those egos when you go out into the world.
Yeah.
Instead of the beautiful interaction of sharing energy and being, fulfilled, but you have to deal with all these games, these ego games.
That's
so draining. Even walking, you got to deal with people's ego because they're trying to walk right into you. And if you acknowledge them and you look at them, then they'll glare at you and get out of my way. You have to not even look at people sometimes when you're walking.
Okay, that's very negative. And sometimes it is that way. But I choose to look at it in a different light. But if somebody's in my way, I'll ask them to move politely. I'll have it in my head before I even say anything, and they'll move.
Okay,
you know what I've seen lately in the stores, in Walmart and stuff, because I do shop in Walmart because I like to people search. I like to people watch, and sometimes it'll be a whole day. I'll go in there and nobody will smile, not a single one freaking person. I know that's negative coming out of my mouth, but the positive is the next time I go in, people are looking at me straight in my eyes, making a connection with me, making that connection, that spark of life essence, making that connection, looking straight into my eyes and smile. That's what it's all. It's about sharing the love. It's about sharing our energies, intermingling, and making connections, and raising our vibrations. And
I didn't mean to sound negative there. What I meant
it's okay.
was,
I understand.
yeah, I try to avoid confrontation, standoffs when you're just
Oh,
walking.
right.
So I'm just kind of going about my business, and I don't pay attention to things, because you actually acknowledge sometimes when you feel someone's going to be overbearing, then you're
Right.
going to open yourself
Then
up to it.
I just automatically move out of the way.
Yeah, I try my
If
best
I
too.
know
Without
that
even
I'm-
look, I just sense everything
I-
around me and try to maneuver. So,
Right.
Yeah.
If I knew that
Try
I
to
was
be
going to
a-
be in somebody's way, or
Yeah.
somebody was going to be in my way,
Right.
I will take the initiative
Right.
to get out of the way.
Yeah, I guess I do that. You're right. Yeah,
You
I
know?
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, naturally.
And
I think I got
that's-
it down to a science.
Right, and that's not a negative.
Is that
it's
guy
a
still
positive.
down there? Well, anyway.
Yeah, I
Must
guess
be
he
probably
knows.
looking at a lot of people looking at property right now. Really worried about overdevelopment here in Florida with all these people moving down. I just hope that Governor DeSantis might be cool about some things, but you got a key right there. You might be lost. I'm gonna pick that up for you before you might need it, or it might just be nothing.
It's nothing from a storage
Okay.
unit. But thanks for that.
Yeah, just in case. I didn't know if it was your door key or whatever, car key.
Nope.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't get overdeveloped out here. I think when people can realize how hot it is here in Florida, they back off and realize, gee, you live here, you still want to go up north in the summer. It's hard for people to live
yeah.
up north. Well, you lived in Washington,
Yeah.
so it must have been awful hot.
But it wasn't, I mean, it was hot in Washington too, but it wasn't humid. That's the difference
humid.
between,
Yeah, by about
it's the
noon.
humidity, I mean.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, no, dog's saying.
Yep, the dog is saying hello.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, he's out of state. Looks like Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was Forest Department. Maybe.
Oh, was it?
I don't know. Either that was a Forest Department or out of state, because I saw a little insignia that looked like the U.S. Department of Interior. He might be doing the map annotation. I used to do map annotation for the Department of Interior Geological Survey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where you show where the different things, it changes, and you send it in each, periodically.
Yeah.
And then they'd give me little hats and T-shirts and stickers to put on my car saying, Department of Interior. I got to look like, a government official. I guess I really was. I got
Official.
the card that said that I had the right to go into any government office and had access to any files and all this stuff. I had no idea what I had. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine what you could have learned in